What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and today I'm here to preview Matterfall. Now, Matterfall comes out on August 15th exclusively for PlayStation 4. So Matterfall, I am extremely excited for. I will cut right to the chase. This game is going to be awesome. It's from Housemarque, makers of Resogun, makers of Nex Machina, makers of Dead Nation, and so many more. These guys know how to make their video games. These guys know how to make the fast tempo, high-paced shooters, normally twin stick shooters, that are just always fantastic. The only one they messed up on was Alienation, which I still played, I enjoyed, but it wasn't that good. Now, going into Nex Machina, I was a little iffy on them because of the failures of Alienation. Let me tell you, Nex Machina was some of the most fun I've had in a game in a long time, maybe ever since Resogun, maybe since then. This game, Matterfall, it has everything going for it that it could possibly have. Firstly, it is a side-scroller, right? And this is a little different for Housemarque. They don't really do this. But I have so much confidence in the game, and I'll tell you why. This game has the feel and the look of Resogun, Nex Machina, and more importantly than all of them is Velocity 2X, one of my favorite games of all time. I absolutely adore that game, and that game is very much like Matterfall. Now, that game is a little bit closer in when it comes to camera angles. It's the same kind of viewpoint, but it is a little bit pushed in. In Velocity 2X, you know, you play both as the human and when you're in a ship. And in that game, it was all about going extremely fast, destroying everything, getting the collectibles, not dying, beating the time. And in order to achieve a perfect score, you had to do all those things at once. I platinumed that game. It was maybe the hardest platinum I've ever had ever had to earn either. It was so difficult but so rewarding because that game made you work for it. It was so much fun, so addicting. I remember I would get home from school, at nighttime when I didn't have anything else to do after homework, whatever, I would just play that game. And I would try and beat just one level a night and get a perfect score. And Matterfall, I feel like Velocity 2X will always be higher in my mind than a lot of other games, but Matterfall is very much the same thing. You're still rescuing humans. You're still going for the high score. It's still fast-paced. You have power-ups. It's very much power-ups like Nex Machina. The voice of the girl that's always in all of the Housemarque games, she's back. It's a fast tempo kind of game, and more importantly, really than anything else, is it looks like a Housemarque game, right? You got the pixels. It looks like Resogun, but in this kind of, I wouldn't say smaller scale, but in that way, a smaller scale. In this 2D side-scroller like world, and it's not even 2D, it's more of 3D. Everything kind of pops out at you. This game is going to be so much fun. I cannot, after Nex Machina came out, and after I saw what that can do, this game, I have so much confidence. Actually, it's going to be disappointing. It's going to crush me if this game isn't good. But honestly, it's got everything that you love about a Housemarque game. Judging from what we've seen, it's got everything you love about a Housemarque game mixed into this kind of 3D, 2D, side-scrolling shooter, twin-stick shooter that normally is a top-down game, right? Nex Machina is that. Resogun is almost the same thing as this, but Resogun, you go around the bend, right? You can go in both directions, and the whole world spins. This game doesn't have that, at least for right now, but this game does remind me of Velocity in terms of the character, in terms of the movement, and you are going for speed. Obviously, speed does matter. Time does get you points, but you're also still rescuing humans, a Housemarque, standard. You need to rescue humans in a Housemarque game. Everybody knows that. It's got the power-ups, which is also a thing in every Housemarque game, and it's got the pixels, the explosions, everything blowing up, the enemies, all that stuff. It's got everything you want in a Housemarque game built into this. This could be their best game that they've ever made, and I'm going to go that far. I think Resogun is the best game Housemarque's ever made. I think Resogun is better than Nex Machina, but Nex Machina is still very, very good. I think Matterfall could be the pros, what you've enjoyed about all of them, and the lessons I'm sure they've learned in terms of making a hard... That's another thing. I'm sure this game is going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. It's going to be addicting. It's going to be fun to play, but it's going to hit you hard, and it's going to crush you, and you're going to die, and you're not going to, it's going to be reliant on leaderboards. You're going to have to beat high scores of other people. It's going to be relentless. It's going to, you're going to feel bad when you die over and over and over again. And that's just how they make games. It's in your face. they don't apologize. You just have to beat them. And I really, really appreciate that from Housemarque. And I think they're back. I think they're fully back. This is a game that's exclusive to PlayStation. I love that I have a PlayStation because you get these kind of games on it alongside the AAA games like Last of Us, Uncharted, God of War, things like that. So I'm really happy that this game is coming out so close to Next Machina too, because now we got 2 Housemarque games within 2 months. I wish it was like this for the rest of our lives, because we obviously aren't even worthy. We aren't worthy for Housemarque games like this often. So let me know what you guys think about Housemarque and Matterfall. I want to see what they do after Matterfall. We really don't know that much else about what they're doing. We've seen a little bit about what they could do in the future after Matterfall, but I'm really interested to see what comes next. But what do you guys think about Matterfall, the game? Are you looking forward to it? Are you going to get it? It's a smaller game. It's an indie game. I'd still consider Housemarque indie, but it's a smaller game that I don't think enough people are going to play. Like, I want the whole world to experience this game. I don't think they're going to do it. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Like and share this video, and I will see you guys on the next video.